Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor. Hope you're all doing great. Happy Halloween as well. October 31st today. It's the end of the month, which means we do have the monthly close for Bitcoin and the rest of the assets listed here in the crypto market. So let's go ahead and get into this live stream, start things off. So taking a broad look at things currently, Bitcoin is trading for $70,400 currently. ETH is back down to $2,500, and Solana is $169 currently. Now, if we go ahead and take a look at our Bitcoin chart, here, this is the weekly time frame. We are still well above our parallel channel breakout level, which happened at around $68,000 on the weekly. We have put in a wick to the all-time high and since retraced back down here to 70,500. Now the monthly is going to close today. The monthly candle currently looks like this: big red bar, wick to the upside, also a wick to the, big green bar, not red bar, big green bar, wick to the upside, wick to the downside. And in terms of this level here, are the most important things that I'm looking out for the monthly close is just the close above 68,500. There is room here, right? There's room for Bitcoin to drop another $2,000 within the next 4.5 hours, 5.5 hours. It can drop another $2,000 and still be an extremely bullish monthly close. There's really no reason to stress. Now, when it comes to the charts and the optimal time frames that we should put weight on, I would say the weekly is more important than the monthly. All right, the weekly is more important for direction when it comes to technical analysis. So the weekly is not going to close for another 4 days until Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Keep that in mind, all right? The weekly is more important than the monthly close, but today is a big day with the monthly nonetheless. And really, 68.5K is the level we must hold above in order for us to put in an all-time high breakout. Bullish market structure stays intact as low as down here at around 64, 63,000. As you can see, the level marked on the chart, the bottom of this parallel channel drawn. If price were to drop back down here, things would still actually be bullish as low as 63, 64K. And that would be a major trendline support going back to the September lows. So there's plenty of wiggle room here in the charts. And Bitcoin is at the cusp of breaking the all-time high. It's going to be volatile. All right. This is a huge, huge thing. All right. Price just went sideways for 8 months straight. The all-time high break is not going to happen on the first attempt. Expect whipsaw price action. Expect volatility. And there's plenty of wiggle room here. There's plenty of room for Bitcoin to go down and then put in higher lows. As long as we're above 63, 64, you can see the monthly open is up here or down here at 63,280. As long as we're above these levels, also the low on the chart, key low down here at 62, right? So as long as we're above here, I mean, there's really no reason to stress whatsoever. But if we're going to break this all-time high, we have to hold above 68.5K. That's a given. All right, so that's Bitcoin. Now, if we look at some of the other majors, such as ETH still just inside of this range, not moving much at all. Very, very slow price action. We talked about how the Ethereum Foundation sold another 100 ETH yesterday for $270K. Their average price selling this year is around $2,700, and they've sold around $11 million worth, I believe. So yeah, the Ethereum Foundation continuing to sell at the range highs here, basically $2,700. Now, as we've discussed, this is ETH's bull market trend line going to the bear market bottom. And, you know, price is very close to this trend line, which is currently around $2,200. I have strong belief that this is the bottom for ETH down here in this range. I do expect ETH to break out to the upside of this range when it is time to do so. But for now, just chopping around in the orange box down here. And realistically speaking, as long as we don't close below the range low, which is at $2,100, this is perfectly intact. So this has some wiggle room to even go lower, just like BTC. ETH is very weak compared to Bitcoin and Solana. So even if ETH was to sweep these lows down here and cause people just complete turmoil, sweeping the 2,100 lows and then breaking out above the high at 2,800, that would make sense to screw the most people. So remember, the market's job is to make the most amount of people lose. So keep that in mind for ETH. But all in all, still expect this zone to be the bottom. And when it comes to Solana, again, noticeably stronger than ETH. Very, very correlated to BTC. And Sol is coming back into our orange zone here. And my main levels of interest would be the bottom half of our orange zone from $165 down to $160, give or take, to these wicks. All right, so look for Sol to form some kind of reversal on the lower time frames. We're on the daily, right? So you want to be watching the 1 hour or the 4 hour, even the 15 and 5 minutes, right? Because huge moves to the upside and the downside, they start on the lower time frames. So it's certainly useful to be able to look on all time frames and spot signs of reversals and the likes in both directions. But for Sol, my main levels of interest, we have dip beneath the Monday low, which is what we were discussing yesterday. And certainly in here, sub 170, but optimally we're looking for around 165 to 160. We'll see what gives. We will see what gives. But things are kind of on high alert because the election is just 5 days away, right? November 4th, November 5th, we will have the winner. And again, looking at the poly market polls, Trump still in the lead, losing some points here, right? Kamala putting in a bit of a reversal. Her odds were as low as 33%, and they've jumped up now to 38%. So she's gained 5% in the past week or so. But Trump still has a noticeable odds favor with just a couple of days before this huge election date, 4 or 5 days away. And yes, the market is on edge because of that, without a doubt. And this dip shouldn't scare you at all. So let's take a look at our crypto bubbles here for the top 100. And looking at the crypto bubbles, just getting a broad look at the top 100 in market cap currently, it's a sea of red today. So your altcoins are not going to be holding support levels with Bitcoin pulling back like it is, right? There will be moments in time going forward this cycle where Bitcoin cools off and just kind of goes sideways and altcoins see a huge boom. However, it's not that time yet, all right? So don't expect your altcoins to be able to hold their respective support levels with Bitcoin currently pulling back as it is. When the market shifts and we see liquidity start to flow in, that's when altcoins will have the opportunity to run. When Bitcoin goes sideways, kind of just does its own thing, and altcoins kind of have their own direction. We're not at that time just yet. Looking at the total market cap, on the weekly time frame, it has pulled back inside of its parallel channel, all right, which means that despite Bitcoin, holding above 70K, the total market cap has seen quite a bit of selling and money moving essentially out of the system is what this represents over the past week from this pump. And when it comes to altcoins, we look at the total 2, the total 3, as well as the others market cap dominance percentage. And total 2, still no new money coming into altcoins, dead sideways since August. Just PvP, player versus player, rotational directions, some coins pumping while others do nothing, and then those coins sell off and new coins pump because we're just seeing rotation. No new money coming in, just money circulating around And this is represented by the total 2 as well as the total 3 also just kind of dead sideways for the past kind of 2 months, ever since early September. No new money has come into the system here. It's been sideways. All right, so when this changes and these charts start to move to the upside, that's when we're going to see altcoins be able to perform much better and hold stronger. But for now, it is largely still a player versus player environment. So important to consider that. And in regards to this PvP environment, here's a tweet from Gold Crypto Z. And he says, going to call it now. Retail will not be aping into pump fund memes on chain. Not a chance in hell. The common attribute of a normie is that they come late to the party. They're not aping a 100K shitcoin with a 0.0001% chance of it not going to zero. The best performing memes will already be well established. Bonus points for being on a centralized exchange. And he has a very good point here, right? Despite crypto existing for decades, or, well over a decade, not decades just yet, there's still not a lot of interest at large in the market, and most people get interested in crypto at tops, right? When the market is very frothy, when altcoins are overextended after putting in major 10, 20, 30, 40x pumps. That's when your normal everyday average Joe tends to want to buy cryptocurrency. This is market psychology 101 and market kind of manipulation, getting people to think a certain way 101. And it's amazing how reliable and consistent it is kind of every single time the market goes crazy and pumps. You see it across crypto Twitter, crypto YouTube. Engagement will be through the roof. My views will go considerably higher than they are now. I'll get way more subscribers, right? People flood into the market when it's the most frothy, and they're not interested when it's the time of maximum opportunity. All right. And also in regards to the pump fund shit coins, I do agree with him. These pump fund shitters currently, they go nuts, right? There's no denying that a lot of these coins put in insane moves in short amounts of time, but most of them just completely rug pull in the end, and they have no longevity. So this goes back to that player versus player environment that we're in and the rotations from coin to coin, right? One coin can pump from a 500K market cap to 20 mil. It will dump back down to 500K, and then the next coin will pump from nothing to millions. It's just rotation. So if you want to be active and play these rotations, that's an option for you. Certainly is. Trading in the trenches is very popular currently because it does offer opportunity like nowhere else, but it's also just extremely high risk, and it is gambling. 100% it is gambling. Which comes to the next part of the tweet, which is the best performing means will already be well established. And, Murad is one of the largest replies to this tweet. And all he did was tweet out all the tickers on his list. And many of these coins check off, boxes of things we want, categories, cults, strong narratives, things of that nature. So you have the option basically to be an investor or be a shitcoin trader that needs to stare at the screen all the time. It's up to you how you want to play it. It really is. But there's a good chance that the normies are not going to come and buy random pump fund launches. I absolutely do agree with that. Let's get into our live chat here. Guys, be sure to smash up the like button. Really appreciate everyone's support here on the channel. One like does go a really long way and help me out. So smash up that like button. Thanks, guys. Kazuya, what's up, Kazuya? He says, hello, Connor. Hope you're doing great. Thank you, sir. Can we check another RWA coin, Bricken, at 16.3 mil, BKN Bricken? Yes. I mean, RWA coin, BKN, currently has a market cap of 18.7 mil, according to CoinGecko. It is listed on MEXC, but the main exchange with the most volume is currently MEXC and Bitmart. The on-chain DEX volume is considerably lower than MEXC. We'll take a brief look at the chart. Again, guys, for the most part, altcoin requests will be at the end of the stream. But we'll take a quick look at this real world asset coin here, Bricken. So from the August 5th low, it rallied 250%, and it has since pulled back 48%. So it's currently in a bull flag, like so. All right, so BKN, Bricken, real world asset coin. I have looked into it before. It does have good fundamentals. It's low cap, right? So it'd be in the same category as something like, say, Swarm Markets, SMT, things of that nature, right? It's a bit lower in market cap than coins like Rio or IXS Swap, stuff like that. Now, Bricken has broken out of this parallel channel, and on the daily now, it's essentially retesting. So we'll find out shortly if it's going to hold this breakout, and with that, there's a horizontal level here from it's 25 cents to 24.5 cents. So yeah, really 25 cents is kind of the major support resistance flip level that has just been reclaimed on this upthrust, and it's currently being retested. So if 25 cents can hold, well, that'd be great. It likely will continue to rally and put in a higher high past 37. But if you do see a dip back down into this level from 20 cents to 17 cents, that looks like a great demand level to look for entries. And yeah, that I like that. Although one could consider this down here as well, which starts at 18. Yeah, low 20-cent levels look good in general for BKN. Low market cap, so has high reward potential. Shout out to Johnny G. What's up, Johnny G? And we got Declan Wyatt S as well. What's up, Declan? He says, smash the like button. You're absolutely right, Declan. Guys, smash that like button. Everyone who's watching right now, thank you for your support. Johnny G says, I was looking at the Ponky chart yesterday while watching your last tutorial video on the Monday range, and I was amazed how accurately it played out. Great content, bro. Well, Johnny, thank you for the kind words, man. And yeah, the Monday range is a very, very powerful trading edge, right? It's a strategy. It's a strategy. And to be a successful trader, you don't need 100 strategies. You need one that works. I know the Monday range trading strategy works. All right. So good on you for taking the time to learn it and then to go actually back test it and, get yourself some actual firsthand experience, finding these examples, finding how it does play out. So now in the future, you'll be ready when you do see an opportunity utilizing the Monday range strategy. And here's what Johnny's talking about on Ponky, right? Just a very quick sweep of the Monday low. And then price went on to rally from that sweep at 32% move in just 20 hours in less than 1 day, 30% for Ponky. So yeah, the Monday range is a very, very effective strategy to trade altcoins, to trade Bitcoin, to trade any asset in reality. But it's up to you guys to actually learn it, apply it, figure out your risk management, figure out what position sizes you're comfortable with, where it's not too much you're overexposed, but it's enough that you're actually interested in the outcome in the trade. Because anybody can place a trade with $5 margin and like flex that percent P&L, but I mean, nobody cares about that, right? It needs to be enough money where you actually care about winning and it actually kind of means something. It keeps you interested. So it's up to you to figure out what position sizes work best for yourself. Everyone's at a different stage in their financial journey. Money is relative to where you're at and who you are. But yeah, the Monday range strategy is a very effective trading strategy for altcoins. We got Ryan Bauer. He says, greetings, Connor, from South Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, a lot of tickers there. Bitcoin, Kaz, PZ. He says, let's go, brother. Indeed, let's go. Should be seeing some nice returns from many altcoins, and many you've listed there. Let's see. Johnny G. Again, he says, Miggle is pumped. Over 20% in the last hour. So some base meme coins picking up. Mr. Miggles. I mean, it's really kind of just where it has been. But yeah, on the daily time frame, Nice reaction from our line down here around 15 mil market cap and nice bounce. It has to reclaim this level here at 23 mil, but I mean, nice formation forming here on Miggles, right? Nice consolidation coming to an apex. It's really coiling up hard. So we're going to see a move quite soon, and more likely than not, it will be a breakout to the upside. And many base meme coins are in similar positions at the moment. Shout out to WBK. Hi, Connor from Germany. What's going on, WB? Good to have you here. And we got All Day Dre with us as well. What's up, Dre? Shout out to HNG Loose 2. What's up, HNG? And Joey Joe as well. What's up, Joey Joe? Bluebird says, hey, Connor, bro. In the last bull run 2021, I made the mistake implying that bought Polkadot. I'm now down 85%. No hopes from it. Could you please suggest a couple of coins for swing? Thanks, bro. Well, in 2021, Polkadot was looked at in a very different light than it is looked at now, because we now have a lot more information about the project. You can see it's below $4, which again is like COVID prices basically for Polkadot. Bear market lows of the last cycle. But yeah, we have a lot more information about Polkadot. I wouldn't beat yourself up too bad about buying it last cycle. I mean, obviously the timing of your entry would have made a big impact on your results. But for the most part, it's important to be able to change and adapt your beliefs when new information does present itself. That is a sign of intelligence, being able to change your beliefs based on new information presented. A lot of people are stuck in their ways, stuck in their beliefs, and they refuse to change their minds. But in the crypto market, it's important to be able to adapt if you learn something new that is legitimate and real, right? It can't be a lie piece of information, non-factual, but I mean, it is a fact now that Polkadot is just like a complete joke. So, your question, could you please suggest a couple of coins for swing? Look, I wouldn't delve too far on the risk spectrum, right? I would stick with coins comparable to Polkadot in terms of market cap ranking, right? We're not going to go and list a 1 million market cap shitcoins right now for swings, right? Sui certainly is bullish, has a lot of momentum. I do like BitTensor Tau quite a bit. I think that could be a great one. It's at a interesting price down here at $477 currently, right? Pulling back substantially. And I mean, we can just start with that, right? You don't need 100 coins. Really, all you need is one good one. I think Tau is a great one. Sui also is something to look into for that inquiry there, Bluebird. Benjamin H, he says, yo, Connor, hope you're doing great. Thank you, sir. Great timing for a live. What are your thoughts today on NXRA and MABI? Thanks, peace. I'm not sure what MABI is, but I can answer the NXRA question. The NXRA question, my thoughts on it is, if you're in it, I wouldn't want to hold this coin. Again, new information has presented itself in regards to this project. Now, I did hold this coin a year ago. I got out of it though. It did pump off of the lows from 4 cents up here to like 20 cents. It put in around a 5x. But as you can see, it's been a complete dumpster fire since. If you don't know about this coin, they essentially, one of their partners hacked them. The team was saying a lot during this time, saying it wasn't them, it was one of their like investment partners, something like that. All right, so basically the team cleared that FUD and the token went up 5x. But then another hack happened sometime this year, and all trust was lost in this project, which is why the chart is dumping and dumping and dumping and dumping to new lows. So yeah, this thing is like a dumpster fire. They've been letting down their investors since inception. They keep on randomly just getting hacked, and millions of dollars are getting exploited just magically. So yeah, I would avoid this at all costs. And Fiat Hater says, appreciate your dedication on these daily live shows, compadre. You already know it, Fiat Hater. That's why we're here, man, and we ain't going anywhere. We're here to dominate the crypto market and take over the ranks here on YouTube. So job's not finished, man. Job finished. Job's not finished. Appreciate your support, though, bro. And Bluebird, do you like Near Protocol? Yeah, Near's a good coin. I think it will do well. AI related. A lot of hype around Near. All right, we'll catch up with this live chat in a little bit. Real quick though, Sniff, he said, did I get the scroll airdrop? It was a shit airdrop. Yes, I got the scroll airdrop through Farmbase Pro, and it was a complete shit airdrop because the gas fees were not covered by the airdrop. All right, so it was actually a loss, which is insane. It really isn't. As a layer 2 network, Scroll's supposed to have low fees. Their gas fees over a 6-month period just destroyed my ETH, and the airdrop didn't even cover for it. So yeah, Scroll sucks. All right, and one more question, Benjamin. Yes, I think it's possible Base does an airdrop. There's a chance they don't because of compliance in the US. But again, every other layer 2 network for Ethereum that has launched, they have done an airdrop. So, I mean, it just makes perfect sense for Base to also do one as an Ethereum layer 2. It just makes perfect sense to me. And I have gotten basically every single one of these other layer 2 airdrops. So it's not like I'm not in the loop. It's not like I have no experience with this. I've been grinding these airdrops for years, and it just makes sense for Base to have one. So I think they will. All right. So let's go ahead and move on now to some current events. And we got the big dog, Elon Musk. So the New York Post put out this tweet 2 hours ago, basically talking about Jeff Bezos. You remember that article we pulled up on Jeff Bezos just a few days ago, how he was talking about that everyone lost trust in the legacy media, and it's reality that people have lost trust, and to deny that reality is basically just you being completely insane. Well, here we have a post from the New York Post, and they say the Washington Post opinion editor told angry staff they can resign if they couldn't cope with Bezos's endorsement decision. And I guess Bezos, who did he endorse? Let's click on this article. Who did he endorse? Did he endorse which side? I'm going to guess he endorsed Trump with the way these people are freaking out. Let's see. Washington Post opinion writer Drew Goins reportedly suggested a way to circumvent the decision is to publish an editorial denouncing former President Trump without calling it an endorsement of Vice President Harris. I mean, this is just some hardcore libtard stuff here. I have no idea even what's going on. All I care about is Elon's reply. That's all I care about here. So Elon tweeted, have they tried this amazing new drug called copium? And he used a Pepe the Frog meme. All right, so Elon does use Pepe memes from time to time. Elon Musk is the meme coin king, especially when it comes to something like Dogecoin. But let's go ahead and do a little check on how Pepe actually reacted to this Elon tweet just a few hours ago. Well, it didn't care whatsoever, which again goes back to Bitcoin. Your altcoins are not going to be able to hold their local support levels if Bitcoin is pulling back as well. Why? Because we're not at the point in the cycle yet when altcoins can run on their own, right? There's no new money coming into this crypto market for altcoins to be able to pump if Bitcoin's dumping. Everything is still highly, highly, highly correlated. So even with the meme coin king tweeting out a Pepe the Frog meme, nobody cares, right? Price continuing to drop. Now, with that being said, Pepe the Frog has dropped into a pretty important level, which is the Monday mid-range. I have a little saying that I made myself: bid the Monday mid, especially in a bull market. Monday mid, you'll see it's a key level, right? It's not as important as a Monday low, but oftentimes you won't see price come back down and sweep Monday's low. Oftentimes you'll see it use the Monday mid as a level of support and reverse from there before heading higher. All right, so Pepe right now, certainly this is a level of interest. And I also notice the bottom of my green zone is just here as well. Now, I think Pepe will do really well heading into the end of this year. All right. And below 0.00001, I think is opportunity. Even more opportunity would be below 0.000009. And that kind of starts exactly here at the bottom of our green zone, right? When the 8s start. So more likely than not, Pepe is coming into an area of reversal. And yeah, this level here, sub 0.00009, as well as your Monday low, would be the places to look to buy this frog meme coin. Pepe on the monthly here. Just get rid of some of this. Pepe on the monthly. We don't have to pull out the microscope to be able to see this. It's pretty clear here on Pepe. Let me just get rid of these lines. I mean, I'd rather rechart it fresh. But for Pepe, again, it doesn't take a microscope to be able to see a nice rounding bottom form on the monthly using this monthly order block here from the month of April. All right. So this is a nice rounding bottom forming. And we essentially want to look for the breakout. And this red zone here on the chart is your neckline in a sense, right? This is your resistance to break out above higher. It has been rejected in September. It's also been rejected in October. So yeah, in this green zone, this is opportunity. And you're looking forward to break this red box and continue into price discovery. But I do think Pepe will be a winner. It won't be the top performer like it was in 2023. But still, nonetheless, something to keep note of. High liquidity. It's something you can go into with size if that's something that does interest you. You're not restricted to low amounts of liquidity where you can't purchase high amounts. So yeah, Pepe again, rounding bottom forming, and yeah, opportunity for sure. Now going ahead and moving on. So with some news in regards to OpenAI. So OpenAI went ahead and they released the ChatGPT search engine, making them a direct competitor to Google. Now, I don't really care about OpenAI, right? We know OpenAI is making basically a libtard version of artificial intelligence, right? It's not something I really would like to use. I want an AI that tells me the truth, not an AI that hides facts. But of course, we do live in a clown world, so most people want the AI that hides facts from them to make them, not cry. But anyways, all AI headlines are great for AI crypto coins. The AI narrative is not going anywhere. And one of the main coins inside of this AI narrative is Tau. So Tau's daily 200 EMA currently resides at $450, right? Let's call it even at 450. 450 for Tau is the daily 200 EMA. This is the mean on the chart. Price was well below the mean all summer long. Shout out to Kid Rock. And it's been well above the mean ever since it broke out in late September. Now, in a bull run, the daily 200 EMA is typically a great level to buy. it's a very broad indicator in a sense, but on the higher time frame, like the daily or the weekly, it is quite reliable. You can see price chop around it, lose it, and then reclaim it. But as a general area in a bull market support, the daily 200 EMA is very useful. And for Tau, that comes into play at $450. And there is this over here on the chart. So when Tau is on its run up, it basically pumped, bull flagged for a few hours, pumped, bull flagged, pumped. So as it was running up, I was drawing out the bull flags. So you see one over here from back on Sunday, September 22nd. That also made at the same time a rally-based rally demand zone. All right, so we can put that on the chart there, and we get confluence with the bottom of the zone with the daily 200 EMA. So 450 is a level of interest for Tau. And there is a very good chance that this will act as the bottom before it does run up towards $1,000. If Bitcoin's to pull back into the mid 60s, like 66,000, 64,000, well, then Tau can come back down to possibly even touch the top of the range in the high 300s. But yeah, the days of $200 Tau are over. So the floor has risen. I'd say the max it goes down is around the 375 level. But still 450 would be an amazing buy for Tau. Likely see well over a 2x return. That would be $900 for a 2x. So I think it will go much higher than that. Again, any news for AI is good for AI crypto coins. Last year around this time, there were some big headlines talking about how OpenAI was not decentralized in any way, shape, or form. And that was when Tau put in its mega run from like $60 up to the hundreds. That's when it first took off. It was literally on the same exact day that OpenAI had headlines about how Sam Altman was like this, treating people, I guess, not good, and like a lot of shady stuff happening with the company. So yeah, any AI news, especially OpenAI related news, is great for crypto AI. Now moving on. Here we have a tweet from Trump himself from just a few hours ago. He said, "I would like to wish our great Bitcoiners a happy 16th anniversary of Satoshi's white paper. We will end Kamala's war on crypto, and Bitcoin will be made in the USA. Vote Trump." Hashtag Bitcoin. Hashtag free Ross day one. That's the founder of Silk Road, Ross. But yeah, this is directly from Trump's Twitter account. Obviously, it's his team doing this, I'd assume at least. But still, you gotta love it. Hitting on some important points here, like free Ross day one. Really pandering to the voters here. How can you hate on it? And also, in regards to Trump again, so Trump's World Liberty Financial, they cut their fundraise target by 90% to only $30 million. Right? They originally planned to raise $300 million, but on day one, they raised like 10 mil, and I guess no new investors have come in. So they cut their goal to only 30 mil from 300 mil. Now, look, I said here on the channel how it's kind of a stupid idea to buy this, to invest in this. It's like, just kind of use your brain for a second. It just doesn't make any sense to buy that. But yeah, I'm not surprised. And clearly the market is in agreement with my take on it as well. All right, so that's our news for the day, guys. Now that you're all informed and up to date, we can get into some more questions from our live chat and take a look at some altcoins. Shout out to Bullish on Parade. What's up, man? He says, look at MAGA Pepe. I mean, listen, man, there's so many different political meme coins out there. So MAGA Pepe. This one, they're both 5 months old. One's on Solana. It must be this one. Yeah, complete gamble. I mean, it's on the floor right now, so it's a gamble, man. It's a gamble for sure. But you're not buying a FOMO-driven pump here, which is good. Speaking about PolyFi coins, they are all down today. MAGA Trump down here at 167 mil, still holding this level, this orange line at 165 million as support. And then MAGA Hat down 15% on the day, retracing the pump it put in to start the week. The USA America coin, or American coin. All right, so this one actually did go ahead and put in a green day today. As you can see, let's call it as it is. This is a bull flag. We'll go ahead and put this here, like so, like so. All right, so we can see a bull flag forming where we have our flagpole, our flag, and we're looking for that next move. If we were to take a measured move, it would look something like this, with a breakout to around the 56 million market cap level, which would be right up here to the highs, just underneath a 2x in price from the current price. Now, this is the PolyFi coin actually on Murad's list. So it's been approved by Murad, which is a very good endorsement to have as a meme coin in today's market. And it is performing the best that I've seen out of kind of the major PolyFi coins. And it is in a bull flag, all right? And again, your measured move is to around 56 million, which would be near the all-time high. Actually, never mind, near the local highs. The all-time highs are up here at 130 mil market cap. But yeah, your next measured move would be up here to these highs from October, middle of October. What does that mean? It means probably not the worst time. If you're looking for some meme coin exposure, still for the election, for the possibility of Trump winning, for the American coin, it looks pretty good after bumping and running from the trendline breakout as well. But that's PolyFi. Many options. Most aren't doing great today, but USA American coin is. And Kazuya says, any thoughts on ST? No, no thoughts on ST. Kaga no Fuka go Sapporo Kagasoi. I got no thoughts on this one, Kazuya. I really have no idea what's going on with it. 1 month old, 1.3 mil market cap. Chart does look good. I can say that. It's been around for a month, and it's not a chart that looks messed up. It looks quite organic, just consolidating, pump, consolidate. So with that, that's a good sign, but I know zero about this coin or anything related to it. So I can't really give any thoughts about it. Shout out to Adrian Kent. What's up, Adrian? Shout out to Stacy Lewis as well. How are you doing, Stacy? And we got Brandon in the house. What's going on, Brandon? Sniff says, I just saw Obama recite an Eminem bar and it was beyond cringe. Yeah. I mean, listen, the guy is he's doing what he can to get the commie in the White House, trying to appeal to a certain demographic. But we'll see. We'll see if it works. We got HNG Loose too. He says, thanks, Connor, for sharing your experience. Could you take a look at Tucker, please? So the Tucker Carlson meme coin Tucker. I haven't looked at this one in a long time. 10 mil. I mean, it's let's call it as it is, right? Let's just say, let's be honest. This is a retarded meme coin, Tucker Carlson. Like, it's just stupid. But the market likes this type of stuff. Now, it looks like the Bowden chart, basically, although it didn't go to as high as it. But still, it peaked out at 130 mil, currently at 10 million market cap. So I believe this is a polyfi coin. And with that, it's putting in a higher low, right? Notice how it was downtrending and now it's going sideways ever since the 23rd, 24th of October. So that's good. All right. You want it to hold this higher low. And yeah, right on the 78.6 as well. So yeah, good level for a retracement entry right off of the 78.6 fib retracement. Higher low polyfi coin, but I mean, look, what's the narrative here? It's a stupid coin, Tucker. But the market likes this, I suppose. It did at one point in time, at least. It's just not something I would touch personally, but hey, I've been wrong. Maybe it does really well. Let's see. We got Ben Amari. What's up, Ben? He says, massive respect, Connor. You've been thoroughly right during this cycle while many were bearish. You've earned my respect. Handshake. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate your support. And yeah, thank you for the kind words. I'm just doing what I can, sharing how I see the market, right? That's why I have my YouTube channel, so I can share what I see. And yeah, I'm glad that you like it. Thank you for your support. Jose Salgado. What's up, Jose? He says the new Doge is a stab in the heart of the old Doge community. Yeah, this one here, Department of Government Efficiency. Elon is tweeting the Department of Government Efficiency a lot nowadays. He also tweets Dogecoin memes. I'd say this is a beta to Dogecoin. I know the Bonk guy really loves this coin. He's quite bullish on it. And the market has been picking this one up a lot with Elon tweeting about it so much. I mean, he's talking about it on at Trump rallies. It had a run, so it needs to cool off. And 25 mil market cap would be a level to wait for if you wanted to buy this coin. Dogecoin, on the other hand, here you can see the weekly. Really, really nice breakout here from this falling wedge. Kind of picture perfect breakout. Also, just some higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher low. All right, now you just want to see it make a higher high past 23 cents. And, you know, this thing will be right at where it was kind of when it was going insane in the last cycle in 2021. So it's in a position to really pounce and continue higher further, Dogecoin, which is a really, really good sign for the crypto market at large. Because in 2021, when Dogecoin started to rally, that was the start of altcoin season. So yeah, great seeing Doge wake up from its slumber. Bottomed out at 5 cents in the bear market. It's up around 3x from those lows. And it could very well rally to, you know, $1 this cycle. Silvadala says, Kendu base looks primed for its next breakout. Let's check on that. So Kendu base holding like a champion. So I made the video on this coin, I believe it was last Friday, like 6 days ago, and the market cap was 4 mil at the time. You know, now it's at basically 6 mil, so up 50%. And you can see the sketch that I put on the chart. So instead of consolidating and touching the trend line, it's just decided to break out further. So it's seeing a lot of demand. A lot of people are buying this thing. I guess people are realizing that, this is a very real coin. And I mean, it's a meme at the end of the day. It's as real as any meme coin is. Don't get that twisted. But, people didn't think that it would ever pump, I suppose, from the bottom down here at 1 mil. And here it is up 6x from the bottom. And it's still extremely low at 6 mil market cap. This is a baby market cap. If can do ETH can go to like 280 mil. I don't see why this one can't rally pretty hard as well. So it looks really good, and it's not looking primed for its next breakout. It's already actually doing its next breakout. It's doing it right now, right? It's made this higher high on the daily candle, and it's looking to go ahead and fill this gap here up to 7.7 to 9.3 million market cap. It's looking to come up here. I mean, this thing looks like one of the stronger alts currently. I mean, when it comes to memes that have been around, not some new random pump fund launch. Once it fills this gap up here to the all-time high ranges, maybe it probably will sell off quite a bit. People will take profit after pumps. That's what happens, but good chance it does consolidate and then look to break the all-time high. So this thing is looking really good. I mean, really strong move. Clearly, there's something going on with this coin for it to rally so hard in such a short amount of time. Good, very good sign. Very, very good sign. All right, let's go ahead and shout out to Stoneheart. What's going on, Stoneheart? Oliver says, do you know Callis RWA chain? I believe you're talking about Cali chain. Yes, Cali chain. Yes, I know Cali chain. I covered it on the channel right before they launched. If you look on up Cali chain on the channel here, it's 9 months ago. This is when they were doing their pre-sale. And it turned out to be a successful pre-sale. All right, Rinum, he says, how high do you think Tectum can go this bull run? Rinum, you're asking about Tectum, like every day here. How high do I think it can go? Current market cap is what, like 50 mil, something like that? 65 million currently. So look, if it's going to be a successful winning layer one, because it is a layer one, it will go to billions in market cap if it's going to be successful. As a layer one, these things don't stop at like 500 million. They go to billions if they're actually going to be successful. So that's how high I think it can potentially go. Of course, depending on how much of a success it does turn out to be. TED has a lot of good things going for it. We looked at the chart yesterday on the weekly. I mean, the weekly looks perfectly fine. It basically put in a weekly high or low. So if this thing goes to 1.4 bill, it will be a 20x to $183. I think that's definitely a possibility. Even if it just goes to 1 billion, that would be a 14x to $132. Right? I would say this is kind of like the minimum levels we should aim for when kind of developing a forecast. A trader will have a completely different perspective, but when it comes to Tectum, this isn't necessarily a trade. This is more of an investment. So the parameters are completely different. Keep that in mind. You have to be able to take other things into consideration when you're forecasting investments. This is not a trade. So yeah, with that, you'd like to see at least $1 billion market cap as a layer one coin. It can for sure go much higher. But yeah, that's how I'll answer that question. Stoneheart says I would scoop up some Turbo. Turbo's a good meme, right? One of the first, if not the first AI meme. That's how it's marketed. And Turbo got listed on Binance back here on September 16th, and it just went vertical since it got listed on Binance. Here's the Bybit perps chart. And you can see the September 16th pump here on the weekly. It was just in this long consolidation at its lows, and then Binance listed it, bang, new all-time high. So yeah, Turbo. I mean, when it comes to like Murad's thesis for meme coins, established coins, strong communities, not brand new launches, Turbo fits all those boxes. So it's, I mean, this is just lower highs, lower highs, lower highs here on the daily ever since it peaked on the 15th of October. Let's pull a fib. I want to see some levels here. Yeah, so we can't ignore this. We can't ignore this level here at 713 essentially, which is the next support if this was to break down from this kind of descending triangle that's forming, descending pennant actually, because it's a short time frame. And that's down here at around $7 here on 1,000 Turbo on Bybit in here. So yeah, if you're looking to scoop, you want a good entry closest to current price, this is where I would be looking. But I agree with you. Turbo is a strong meme coin. Harish, he says that Space Mesh coming back from the ashes, Athena VM coming soon. So Space Mesh SMH, it's a beta play to Ethereum, right? The co-founder or the founder of Space Mesh, that guy Lane Reddig, right? He was on the Ethereum core team back in 2015, sitting right alongside Vitalik Buterin and Gavin Wood and Charles Hoskinson, right? All the OG guys. The founder of Space Mesh is one of those guys. So this is an Ethereum beta. Ethereum's performing like dog shit. So the Ethereum betas like Space Mesh are, just getting absolutely battered and crushed. Yeah, this has been a really, really dumpster fire level of sell-off that it's been on. We have to pull up the safe trade chart to see everything. But it's right back to where it started a year ago. It started bottomed out here essentially, and it's come all the way back down. Cubic is still in its bottom level here, as you can see. And SMH is back to the bottom. I shouldn't say bottom level for Cubic because it's actually the bottom would be another 60% lower or something like that. No, 80% lower, 75% lower. SMH is at its bottom, like where it started when it was brand new in August of 2023. So look, these charts have come back from the dead before. It's certainly a possibility. The Athena virtual machine coming for Space Mesh soon. I mean, you'd hope to see it reverses out of this level here. Because if this thing starts going lower than where it was, it's over. It's over, Johnny. It's over. That's a line from the original Rambo, if you didn't know. Great movie. Anyways, you don't want to see Space Mesh lose this, or it's toast. But yeah, I mean, the fundamentals of the coin are good. It's just the chart's just been a complete train wreck. You'd hope to see it reverse out of this. Anyways, we got a super chat here from Harish R. He says, I wish I could buy a house in Indianapolis with 5 billion cubic. Let's see. 5 billion cubic. I mean, that's currently $7,500 in terms of US dollar value. I'm not sure what the prices are in Indianapolis, but I know they're relatively lower in the Midwest compared to on the East Coast. So I'm going to assume you need what, like 300, 400K for a nice house in Indianapolis, which means you would need to see a 50x on cubic, which means the market cap would have to increase from 180 million let's see, 9 bill. It's possible. It's possible. Nothing's a given, but I mean, there will be coins that increase 50x in value. Will cubic be one of them? Time will tell. It's a possibility for sure. But thank you for that super chat anyways, Harish. Guys, we've been going now for an hour, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Don't fret, though. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Friday, so we'll go ahead and have an end of the week live stream before our Sunday live stream that will be focused more on the community and your guys' inquiries. So thank you for being here today. Appreciate all of your support. Smash up that like button if you haven't smashed up the like button just yet. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel yet. Turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss when I post a video or do go live. Very important to put that notification bell on. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Go ahead, apply to the Crypto Empire Mastermind. First link in the description down below if you're interested in becoming a part of the private group here at Crypto Empire. But that's all from me today. Hope you enjoyed this stream. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Connor from Crypto Empire, signing